and I never had a thought of कि मेरे को hero करना है picture में. Like normally all the guys they think about it. I want to be the mainstream hero and गाने गाने. I never had thought because I just wanted to learn. Because सितारा डूब जाता है लेकिन कलाकार हमेशा जिंदा रहता है.
So, Sharad sir, thank you so much for joining us. We have a small family over here called Tried&Refused Productions that talks about Indian films, but especially performances and movies that either go under the radar or deserve abundant praise. So, thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you, Anmol. Thank you.
Sir, first of all, congratulations on Laxmii. I have to say, sir, somebody having the ability to steal the show with such a small cameo is really a testament to your talent, sir. I really wanted to ask you, sir, what was your reaction from everything that people have been saying, the reviews that you've been seeing? What has been your reaction after the release?
I think it's a pretty mixed reaction. I'm like my philosophy in life, if you want to praise someone, praise. Don't compare, don't criticize anyone. I'm completely against it. It's just somebody puts efforts, work hard for something. Sometimes things are good, sometimes they don't work. कुछ और reviews भी ऐसे थे जो आप comparative हो जाते हो या फिर आप ये उससे better है, ये उससे better है. I don't like that. If you want to praise, just praise. You're good, simple. So थोड़ा mixed है, but yeah, I'm happy people are loving my work. And for that only, I normally got into film industry that I get that appreciation of my work. And my continuous trial method is only that I should do different characters and I can show audience different shades of mine. So that's aim, and I think if people are liking it, I think I feel contented with that.
Sir, I also wanted to just say that there was a definite grace, elegance, and this realism that you contributed to the role of Laxmii. I was seeing comments from the transgender community that they wanted more of Laxmii in the film. They were really singing praises of you. I wanted to ask you, sir, did you audition for the role? Were you offered it? And when you were offered it, did you have any second thoughts at all?
Not at all. First of all, Shabina is a friend. I know her from long back. Akshay sir, obviously, I worked with him in Houseful 4, and he's really fond of me. So when they were searching for it, and they were discussing with Raghav sir, but there a lot of many options were there, all A-listers, big guys. So sometimes Raghav was not happy, sometimes the actor was not comfortable. All that was happening, and they started the shoot. They almost finished Akshay sir's part. And then they called me. Akshay sir gave my name, that call him. So I went and I met Shabina, and she straight away asked me, "Will you do Laxmii?" And I had no second thought because I saw Kanchana, and I've seen multiple times that film, and it was a brilliant character and something new for me which I haven't done. So I immediately said yes. And it was very sweet of Shabina and Akshay sir. They showed me Akshay sir's footage, what he has done, because he shot earlier. So I have to match and add my own nuances into it, because he can't be complete, because there's a different person and inside him there's a soul. So he can't just be me, or he can't just be Asif. You have to mix both the things. So I just saw his mannerism, how he's doing, and I saw Raghav's film also, so I know what kind of character he wants. Just a little bit of realism in terms of, because I interacted a lot with the transgender community on shoot also. Otherwise also, I have few people in the community who are heads. So I kept on calling them. So just talk to them, how they talk, what's their mindset. And I think the pain behind their loudness, or their, how they come to you in a very loud manner, I think the pain behind it, you can't imagine also what I have heard and what stories they told me. I think none of us as a man and woman can, ever feel that, what they go through. When we can't think of it, what they go through. So I think those life stories of theirs, I think they pushed me, or I think they were inside. doing those scenes. So I think that made a change maybe.
Mhm.
But I don't know because I don't like my performance. So I
Mm.
अरे ये कर लेता है अरे वो कर लेता है. It always keep on happening with me. So because I don't watch monitor also while shooting,
Mm.
so I don't know what have I done. So normally it happens ये film देखता हूँ अरे यार यहाँ कुछ अलग कर लिया अरे यहाँ कुछ कर दिया होता है यार मजा नहीं आ रहा. So ये होता रहता है मेरे साथ.
सर आपने मुझे ये भी पूछना था आपने जब क्योंकि यू सीन द ओरिजिनल फिल्म सो मेनी टाइम्स डिड यू सी द पोर्ट्रेयल ऑफ शरद कुमार सर एज
Yeah,
कांचना
100%. Yeah, he's
ओके
brilliant. Yeah, he's brilliant.
या
He was too good. He was too good. Only one thing which I would say that's a Tamil film, so the pattern of acting is slightly different from Bollywood. So that I just took care of. Otherwise, he was superb, I think. And
सर
the coincidence, what Akshay sir also, we were talking on phone. He said, "कि देख यार क्या coincidence है? देख उसका नाम भी शरद कुमार है और तेरा नाम भी शरद है तो देख यार क्या बात है देख तेरी डेस्टिनी में था ये मैंने सर आपने किया
So
लाइक दैट
also, I wanted to say that one of the main reasons I wanted to talk to you, especially sir, in 2020, I think the masses have become privy to your beautiful range. You've played Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and a member from the transgender community in the same year. Now that is a range I feel actors really aim or strive for. How has this year been for you creatively? Has it? Have you seen a sense of acknowledgement and respect that you were aiming for many years?
It's been a mix year in terms of creativity. Yeah, it's a fantastic year for me. In fact, it started from last year only. I got good opportunities to portray different characters, starting from Family Man to Rangbaz to Houseful 4. It was a double role I first time played, so it was a different, learning altogether. No character is bad or good, but you learn through. Like in a film, you're doing a past guy and you present, so there are two characters. That was interesting. From there to Tanaji to Special Ops. Yeah, I got good opportunity, and thank to all the producers and directors who gave me this opportunity, and they thought of me, and I think that was the most important part.
Mhm.
Doing it is the secondary thing, but people thinking of me for certain characters, I think that's a big thing for me.
One of the major reasons I wanted to speak to you was because I've you've been a part of television and the entertainment industry since 2004. You've become like the famous Hindi voice of maybe the biggest film of India, and also sir now you're seeing this creative push as well. I sir was talking about last week was this dated perception that casting directors and producers used to have about TV actors and how they would transition. And so I
Correct.
really wanted to ask, what was your experience in this transition that you've had for so many years? You've had such a long career.
No, I'll tell you honestly. Earlier, I think I would talk about a decade back. There was, looking down wala thought. अरे टीवी एक्टर है बहुत दिख चुका है is वो होता था. But I think over the years, I think the mindset has changed. People think of TV actors as they are experienced and good actors. And the very important thing, because I think our training, basic training, is too strong. When I came to Mumbai in 2002, with nothing in my hand, no family backup. My father passed away, and she was doing a small government job. So I had nothing, and my first target was to settle down. And one thing I always believed in: you first earn name, then money will follow. So I was working towards it. I was trying to learn. And then was those 6, 7, 8 years of my TV. I think I settled down a little bit. I got married, and I have a beautiful wife. She also was working. So we were, financially we were a little secured.
Yeah.
So that was a very calculative thing. Now I want to work for myself, what I want to do. And I never had a, thought of कि ये मेरे को hero करना है picture में. Like normally all the guys they think about it. I want to be the mainstream hero and गाने गाने मेरे को. I never had thought because I just wanted to learn.
Mhm.
Because सितारा डूब जाता है लेकिन कलाकार हमेशा जिंदा रहता है.
बिल्कुल सर
So
बिल्कुल.
that thought was there. So I want to be an actor, and I'm still working on it. So I never had a dream of कि मैं hero बनूंगा. But nevertheless, if you keep on working, that day also can come. Somebody comes up with a good script and where I'm playing the lead. I may not be dancing around the trees, but yeah, I can be the lead taste of the film.
No, no, sir. We're glad what you're doing, and sir, I also wanted to. You rightly pointed out that is there always a dilemma with TV actors with the consistency of work that they get with TV, and then the transition is sort of unpredictable with the
Mm,
offers whether
mm.
they are coming or not. So, is there always that dilemma with TV actors? And
Yeah, yeah, obviously, like I've been getting offers when I was doing TV also. I transited in somewhere around 2013,
Mhm.
12, 13 in between that. But before, from 2009 also, I was getting offers. But one thing is that na, you are playing a hero on TV, correct? So एक आदत चस्का लग जाता है आपको हीरो वाला. So when I finished a show, which was the number one show on television for 3.5 years, I finished the show. I got so bored. Thank, and I'm thankful to the producer. They gave me that show. I'm financially stable. I learned a lot.
Mhm.
But after some time, no, there's no learning because you're doing the same stuff every day. And but I worked till the last day of my track. I didn't say कि मुझे निकाल दो यार मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ show because I respect work. इस शो ने बहुत कुछ दिया and I still very proudly say that सात करे was my one show which gave me everything. Nahar Singh was the character with by that name I think people call me today also and if you go to US and abroad they call me by that and in fact in Rajasthan also they call me by that name. The same thing happened with me that immediately after that I got a lot of offers of similar kind of role in TV
Mhm.
like a good son, good husband, good brother. And I said, "Ki boss, again, if you just for the heck of money, I want to do this."
Mhm.
I said, "Ki boss, no, 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 no." Then I did a show which was an anti-hero on television. First time a hero was anti-hero called Barry Pia for Ekta.
Mhm.
And I still remember one of my actor friend. She was very fond of me, and when the promo came, and she called me, "Sharad, what the hell are you doing on this show? This is not you. Yaar. You're a good boy, amazing. Why are you breaking it? You can encash it. You can charge more money and you can do a show of your choice. Why are you doing this?" I said, I want to learn.
Mhm.
To learn of this skill also. People see that I'm a very good guy. They can see I'm a bad guy also. So that's how I changed my thought process from that time also. I didn't go for money. I went for creativity.
Mhm.
So for my transition, it was very easy because I had already a set mind.
Yeah.
I never fell into that trap of, sir, aap hero picture ke.
Mhm.
Whether you don't know that film will release or not, or it will be made also, or बीच में बंद हो जाएगी, or who is producing, what kind of release it will see.
Yeah.
So there was no surety of anything. There's still no surety of any film of that sort. So I never fell into that trap, and I just said, "Ki, let me continue with what I'm doing." And touch wood, I've been lucky that I got good filmmakers to work with, like Mr. Bhansali is there, or Nikhil Advani is there, or late Nishikant Kamath is there. So touchwood, I was lucky. I think I was lucky, and I think maybe I'm consistent in my approach. I think that is the most important thing. That you keep on learning, keep on exploring new things. I think that can. To I think all my young friends or my colleagues also who started with me, I tell them honestly, yeah, first go with for the name. Money will come
Mhm.
आराम से आ जाएगी यार किसी.
No, sir, that's a great thought, sir. I also, sir, obviously, I can't speak to you and not bring it up. Also, beyond the acting performances, is that you are the Hindi voice of Bahubali. So, in this process, beyond Prabhas's phenomenal performance, your voice commanded and encapsulated that presence that was required for Bahubali. I really wanted to ask you, did you ever imagine the spectacle that Rajamouli sir's film would have been when you were dubbing for the role?
No, I'll tell you honestly because this kind of phenomena never happened in Indian films. Never happened. I'm a huge fan of Rajmouli sir because I am a huge fan of South films.
Mhm.
So I used to watch all his. I have seen all his films, and I'm a fan of his. Again, the range what he makes. Like, he makes Magadira and Kattu. He makes Makhi.
Yeah.
Correct. The range is mad. Understand this guy creatively is mad. So I was a huge fan of his creativity. That whenever he'll make something. In fact, for this film also because I was doing a a Telugu film that time with Pawan Kalyan sir. So somebody recommended mine and this guy is good.
Mhm.
Try him. So I my only thing is it's a Rajmouli sir's film, so I'll get a chance to meet him. He said, yeah. So I just gave the voice test and I just went with the tape to Rajmouli sir. I said, yeah, I want to, sir. I just wanted to say hi.
Mhm.
He met me and said, मेरा काम हो गया चलते हैं चलो. But he said कि नहीं नहीं. And he used to come for dubbing every day. So the dream come true. But while dubbing also, I said कि कुछ अलग है यार, कुछ बड़ा सा है. no other film earned such kind of money. And when the first film released, it crossed 100 crores. And I said, in Hindi, I said, it's big. And by the time people didn't know that it's my voice. Slowly, close to the second part's release, I think people started noticing and friends used to call. And the media, and I think, in fact, Karan also didn't know that I dubbed it, but though he knows me,
Wow.
because he bought the film, he didn't do the post production, so he didn't know. But he said he has fantastic voice. And literally, when I went to, he was shooting for a TV show, and I went and I said, "Sir, we worked." I said, "Where?" "I want to work with you, but where we worked?" I said, "Yeah, dubbed Bahubali." "For what?" I said, "For Prabhas." "That's you." And he just got up and he hugged me. Then the recognition started, and after the second part, it went out of the roof, I think. So I never imagined that. Yeah, it was a good film, big film, but I never imagined that this will do
Yeah.
such business.
So I was also
Yeah,
saying with the amount of voiceover work that you've done, you've been the voice of Jason Statham, you've been the voice of Tom Hardy. While I was reading about you, I really started exploring voiceover artists, and I came across so many individuals like Mona Ghosh Shetty, who's voiced for so many actresses, Chetan
she's
Sashikar.
she's 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 my mentor also.
Yeah, so
She-
do you think this is also a craft of filmmaking that often goes unnoticed? That
100%, 100%, 100. I'll do dubbing is one of the integral part of acting. First of all, an actor can take it to a different level altogether by his brilliant dubbing, and he can just finish the scene also with his not non-skilled dubbing.
Mhm.
So it is very very integral part of acting. People don't understand. They say कि scene में कर लेंगे, but sometimes there's no sync sound to dub it. And dubbing for others also, it's an art. Yeah. You need to be an actor to dub something because they
Yeah.
are brilliant actors. And the only thing that they don't work on their acting skills rather than dubbing skills. So that's by the way, they're all of them. And you see most of the good actors they dub and they dub brilliantly. Like I still remember Lion King, Shreyas dubbed, Sanjay
Mhm.
Mishra dubbed. So I think they're brilliant actors. No? That's why they've been taken for that film.
Yeah. So I also wanted to ask you now, you have many projects lined up. What can you tell us about Bhuj, the Pride of India?
I can't tell you much because I'll just finish the film until the first announcement comes of mine. But again, it's a different character which I never played abhi tak. And it's a war film. As I think it's a big scale war film with a lot of VFX. And it's a great unit to work with. With Sanju sir, I spent 15 days. It was because this was my second film with Sanju sir and my third with Ajay sir.
Mhm.
So it's a family reunion kind of thing, and it's a my character is basically a army guy,
Mhm.
and you'll see when
Yeah.
the film and posters will come.
Also, sir, I have to say that it's all the viewers are curious to ask this one question. Obviously, everyone's a Family Man fan over here. So I really wanted to say, sir, or ask straight away, what happened in that hotel room?
And what happened in Lonavala, that you'll get to know in second season.
Mhm.
But I can, especially with web series, now you can't give bigger
Yeah, yeah, true,
give
sir. True.
details. That's the point. But I can promise you one thing: this year, Family Man is much more bigger
Mhm.
scale wise. A lot of action, and I think one of my favorite and beautiful actresses is a part of this year, which is Samantha.
Mhm.
I really like her as an actor also as a human being because she looks happy.
Mhm.
That's the best part about her. She's damn pretty. That's a different thing. She's pretty, but she looks happy, and I like happy people. Yeah. And अपना मनोज सर तो है ही मतलब
Mhm.
जोरदार. So it's gonna be a very I think it's quite big than the last year.
Sir, thank you so much again just for joining us. And
Thank you,
I really wanted to say best of luck with so many other projects. And
thank you. All the best to you too.
you're definitely, sir, a source of inspiration for many. So please keep going.
Thank you, and same to you, and happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali to you.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir.